So I actually just told a lockdown story just like a little bit ago. So that reminded me of this when I was thinking of that video. So I decided that I would tell this story because it's something for sure. So let's dive into it. So story time takes place back when I was 15 years old. I was in the 10th grade and I think it was about November. I don't know. I think it was November. It definitely was November, actually. The month doesn't fucking matter. I was in social studies class. And we were watching, what's it called? I think it's called like Bend It Like Beckham or something like that. It's like the soccer movie with Keira Knightley in it. Like we were watching that in social studies class. And I don't really remember why, but that's what we were watching. And so in this particular year of school, there was this person that I was involved with a little bit. And I've said before, I've mentioned this person briefly before in other videos. And I've said before that I won't talk about this person until this channel hits 1K. Even if it never does, I won't talk about this person until that happens, if it ever happens. And I'm sticking to that. So this story is actually not really about that person. It's about their friend. So this person that I was involved with, they had this friend, and we're going to call this friend Emily. So Emily she was an interesting girl. She's what you would call like an emo goth or like alternative girl. She was one of those. She had like black hair, like blacked out eyes with like streaks of blue in her hair, or like, like the type of clothing you'd find in like Hot Topic or something. And so I obviously had met Emily through this person that I was a little bit involved with. And I didn't have any like problems with her. She was nice. Like she was nice to me when we talked, and that was really all I knew about her, is she was kind of like this goth emo chick who was kind of nice. So one day, right, we're watching this movie in social studies class, and a lockdown gets called, and we're pretty sure it's a drill, and you never know if it's a drill, but like 9 times out of 10 it's a drill. So everyone in my class goes to go like sit down where they're supposed to. And Emily ends up sitting like in like the dead corner of the room. And then me and this other person were like in front of her, kind of like basically encasing her in the corner. And, as lockdown drills do, this took for fucking ever. We were sitting there for a long ass time. And so, some of us would be playing like rock, paper, scissors, chopsticks, whatever the fuck, just to keep ourselves entertained. But Emily had a different idea into how to keep herself entertained. So, this person I was sitting next to, this person that I won't talk about yet, they were just like laughing to themselves, and I didn't really like pay attention to it until like they laughed a couple times, and I ended up asking them like, "What's up? Like, well, what's funny?" And then they're like, trying not to laugh, like, "Look behind you." And I look behind me at Emily, and Emily's also trying not to laugh, and she's. I don't really know how to say this. Like, Emily she was wearing a skirt this day, and she was touching some things that you don't usually touch in public, but she had decided that it was fine because she was behind 2 people and no one else could see her. And like, I immediately look away, and Emily's like trying to get a little bit giggling, and then this other person is like laughing to themselves, and I just kind of asked them like, "What the fuck?" And they just like keep laughing to themselves, but they're like quietly laughing, trying not to draw attention to themselves. And I just don't like pay attention to it. I just kind of have to sit there with that knowledge that that's what Emily is doing. And as I'm sitting there with that knowledge, eventually the lockdown drill ends, and the police walk in, as they do, to kind of like put an end to it, explain that it was just a drill, as they do. But right as the police walk in, Emily lets out like a moan. And it's like just a slight one. And how there's like always guys in high school who try and like make the moan sounds just because they think it sounds funny. It literally sounded like one of those. I think everyone thought it was one of the guys in the class who made it. And everyone just bursts out laughing. And the police are like, "Hey, like this is no laughing matter. Like everyone calm down." And like they finished their whole talk. And yeah, I guess Emily ended up getting away with it. Nobody knew about this except me and this other person. So, I mean, good for you, Emily. But also, moral of the story is, don't be like Emily. Don't be doing stuff like that in class or in public at all. And yeah, Yeah, guys, that's going to wrap up the story time. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. You all know the drill at this point. At least I hope you do. And sorry this was a little bit of a shorter one, but hope you guys enjoyed it anyways. But that is going to do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.